𝗬𝗏 Tap Room is the place to play indoor golf in Worcester. Featuring 5 bays with brand new 𝗙𝗵𝘆 laser simulators and over 16,000 courses to choose from, including local courses, you're guaranteed to tee off comfortably on your favorite course any time of the year. 𝗬𝗏 Tap Room also hosts indoor golf leagues year-round so you can grow as a player and have fun rain or shine. Great food, great drinks, and reasonable rates. Navigate to 𝗬𝗏taproom.com to book a bay today. Say hi to Todd, Doreen, and the rest of the staff. They'll be sure to take good care of you.
Great teams don't happen by chance. They're built on trust, teamwork, and people who show up when it matters. At Massive Staffing Solutions, we connect people with opportunity and businesses with reliable talent. And we're proud to support the local communities and organizations that bring people together. Massive Staffing Solutions. People first, community always.
No job is too big or too small for Worcester's best signage and display crew. Art Creative are experts in signage, banners, large format printing, vinyl lettering, and more. With work featured all over New England, they will understand your needs better than any competitor, guaranteed. If you're looking for a local business that truly cares about quality, Art Creative is here for you. Check out their Facebook page or visit them online at art-creative.com.
Really, truly, a clash of titans here. Tom, 2-time back-to-back WPL season champion. Freddy Krueger in his first season is looking to complete the perfect season. 7 regular season victories, nightly wins, looking for one final nightly win to cap things off and crown a new champion. Freddy wants it. Everybody knows he wants it. But I think Tom wants it just as bad, if not a little more. So it's a pool party. You got to get in the pool. And Tom's looking for a splash, and he will get things underway. There's the belt. Todd has the belt in hand. Both players know what's on the line. The greatest prize in New England darts, and both these guys are about to start the race for it. Tom right in with the trip 20. Getting things going hot, getting things going in the immediate. And a 140 to lead things off. What a start for Tom Curtin. Fred Krueger. He's no stranger to hot starts as well, as he's looking to blow up the red segment. He looks like he's going to be staying with the 140 of his own. So ton 40 follows the ton 40. Both guys not messing around. For everybody that is coming back from break, this is an extended championship final, so it's a race to 3 sets, not a race to 2. That might be all the difference given the history between Tom Curtin and Fred Krueger on the dartboard, as Tom has yet to beat Freddie this season. And boy, he has been saying for weeks now, the only game that matters is the last one, the final one, the game that matters most. And he's going to put all of his attention and focus into getting it done here. Fred Krueger, I don't think there was a game plan. He's just been dominating on the dartboard, and he knows that his darts, if they fly true, it's enough to speak for themselves. He wants to keep on carrying the course and keep on letting his darts do the talking. Both guys off to a fantastic standard of play in the 90s here. Already looking for a move into that 20 segment. Great find. Good darts, but Tom with an advantage now. Again, he is looking to defend this set, defend this leg with a hold. A little bit of a wayward dart there. Wants to navigate over to a triple. I believe he only finds 22, so that's certainly a misstep and a half. At risk of falling down, that 22 drops his average, just plummets it. Still early, though. Freddie immediately able to pick up and capitalize on that mistake with a big 1-3-1. What a fantastic round to drop his score down to 90. Tom Curtin in dire straits of getting broken in the opening leg unless he can find a big one of his own. Not terrible here, but needs to find another. He only finds 90 right there on both sides of the wire. 90 plays 119. I'd take the 90 in this situation. Ooh, finds 3 to open up with 87. So trip 17, you feel, oh my goodness, for double 18. What a switch downstairs. He can't convert on the opportunity. So now Tom Curtin with the 119 just to hold his throw. He was leading in this leg by quite a margin, but Freddie, again, just continues to be such a nuisance with the scoring power, only finding 59. So Tom leaving it all up in the air for Freddie to just snatch right out of the air. Double 18 needed now. Needs to walk it in. And there's the second dart finding its target. Freddie finds the immediate opening break. Great find there from Fred. And Tom Curtin under immediate pressure. Has to respond here, but Freddie also has to defend here. 𝗦𝗍𝗍𝗲 has said, I think every single regular season week that you can only follow a break if you manage to hold. It's the only time it's worth anything. Steve Krikorian at, well, really close to taking his shirt off. No, Steve, don't do it, please, no. Fortunately for all the families at home and all the kids at home, he keeps that shirt on. This is a family-friendly show after all. You know, we push the boundaries. The FCC gets a little on our case from time to time. We still like to play within the confines of that FCC box. Freddie finds that big triple 20, corner pocket, looking to put another one in there, but can't get it done, only finds the ton. Both guys trading heavy blows here in the first few legs of this game. Tom Curtin just below on that triple 20 segment, looking to find a way in, only able to find a 55. So close. What a chess match this entire final is going to be. Both guys locked in. No emotion. I don't think we're going to see a lot of emotion on display from either guy until the deed is done. 𝗬𝗲 in the chat says, dump him out. Oh yeah, that's what these guys have been doing to all the competitors all night. Dumping all the competitors from the bracket. It is single elim. Justin Berg says, thank God he left it on. I happen to agree with you on that one, Justin. I'm unfortunately always front row and center to that type of action, even if it's not good action. What a 140 find from Fred Krueger, really turning the knife as he starts to really motor his way down in this second leg. Tom basically needs a 180 here if he wants to try and keep pace. Needs to find it. The crowd cheers for Tom as he fires in that 180. Not sure if you guys can hear it, but what an even game this is turning out to be. 136 plays 138. 𝗬𝗲 says that was for Steve. Yeah, that makes sense. The 136 is not going to go. Only finding 40. 96 remains now for Freddie. Not able to leave himself anything truly nice. 76 is a good leave, but Tom, an opportunity now for the 138 to break back. And it's on. 78 remains now. Trip 18. It's not going to go, so he wants a single 20 now to leave 40. He will lay himself up, but now relying critically on mistakes. And the man who seemingly makes none. Trip 20 found. 2 darts in hand at double 8. Tom has done well to put himself in position, but Freddie pulls it inside, going across to double 4 now. And not able to convert. Double 20 has been his wheelhouse, so finding that trip 20, maybe exploring doubles he's not used to hitting tonight. Double 20 is what he needs, and Tom fires right back with the break. The Emperor not going down without a fight, stating his intent. So once again, we do this all over again, and Tom's right back in there. 2 darts, look at the line, look at the grouping. Finds the 140, so close, not able to find the maximum. Freddie well high on that first dart, needs to bring it down. Now it might be tricky. His flights, the way his darts land, yeah, we've seen that a couple of times. I believe it was week 7, he wasn't using those spinner flights that he usually uses. We were seeing quite a lot of deflections from Freddie. He's gone back to that trusted setup. You saw a little bit of that flight just moving out of the way for him, keeping that grouping nice and tight for him as well. 401 plays 261. Tom doing very well to get things back, well, back under control after that first round break. Freddie looking to find a triple, can't get it done, only finds a 60. A little bit of a look of confusion there. Not used to not finding at least one. Low dart there from Tom may cause him to go down. That's risky that you run. Trying to force the issue. 43 found. I think he should have gone down to the open bed, because it just raises questions. It raises problems if Freddie can find 2 triples here. Low dart. Looking like there's plenty of space to go over, but I'm not sure if I agree with the move to stay. The switches have usually been so good for Freddie. A little bit of a lull in the scoring from both gentlemen. And Tom really has been the benefactor, as Freddie has not been able to punish. 2 darts just above. Not able to move that dart over. Tom letting everybody know how he felt about that 3rd dart missing wide. Back in your court, Fred Krueger, the nightmare, looking to really raise the stakes. Able to lock in that ton. He's not within outshot range, but he's close. And so is Tom. Single dart. Finds a single one. There's the dart that he was looking for now. Hunting down another. Pushes it wide, but it's enough. Leaves 99, which is going to be a 3-dart combination. So Freddie looking to leave himself a 2-darter, maybe have another look at it, but that's a wild first dart. Great correction on that 2nd dart. Going downstairs now for the 19s to find 84. So there's the 2-dart combination that was needed from Freddie. Tom's going to have to burn a dart no matter what if he wants to have a look at a double. 80 left. Tried to go double-double, but he knows that that was well low. 59 plays. Or 59 found, excuse me, to leave 40. Here comes Freddie on the 98. This first dart is so critical. Oh, man. 93 now. Finds it, I believe, for double 18. That's the way he wants to go. Oh, and he pulls it inside by just a smidge. And that's enough to be at the detriment of Freddie. Double 20 now. Tops for the Emperor. 2nd dart just high. He's going higher, needs to bring it down. And the 3rd dart finds its way through. 3rd dart find for Tommy, and he finds a lead in this first set. 2-1, Tom Curtin, the Emperor, finding a hold there, getting things back on throw. Fred Krueger opens up with that first dart in that triple 20. 2nd one's not going to go here. Big points, big scoring regardless. 3rd dart, not sure if that was the flights kicking him out or just the arm not being set and true. We've seen this a little bit before. The past couple of weeks here from Tom, as the nights have gone on, that arm is starting to go left and right just a little bit more. Maybe fatigue starting to set in. It hasn't been a long night for Tom. He has had the fortune of not having to play 3 rounds tonight, so the arm should be fresh. But here comes Freddie looking for a maximum. Freddie finds the 180. The crowd goes wild, but Tommy looking to respond with one of his own. Can't find the 2nd dart. And unfortunately, only 81. I thought that was looking like a ton. The camera angle did me dirty there. Freddie pushes that first dart outside, so 237 remains now. Looking to keep things going. 83 is going to be serviceable. It's going to be enough. Tom already quite a ways behind here. Really needs some fantastic ton 40, ton 80 visits, probably back-to-back, and some big mistakes from Freddie. Already down at 157. So there's the ton. That's a good find. It's a good pickup. But again, having to rely on Freddie's mistakes at this point, a man who doesn't really make that many mistakes after he finds himself within range. Going downstairs with the trip 19 now. Not able to find it. Locks a trip 7 instead of the trip 19 that he was hunting down. Corrections needed. 81 finds a very, very poor 3rd dart. Leave 75. 282 now. 140 minimum required here for Tom Curtin. If he wants to be comfortable, gets that critical first triple 20. Not able to find anything more than a ton, though, so he's still outside, still relying on mistakes. You have a feeling he's going to go, okay, 17 now for 18. For tops, his favorite double. And we're seeing wide darts again, but he's going to come back for 3 guaranteed darts, 3 guaranteed looks at it. As Tom is still nowhere near the Emperor. Lagging behind, didn't quite find the alarm clock in this leg. Looking to make up for lost ground, and that's some superb pressure coming from the Emperor. But Freddie's been so good on this double, and he locks it down with that first. Look at it. So great job from Freddie, and we're going all the way in the opening set, but Tom's going to have the darts here, looking to hold. First dart is true. Second dart is true. Third dart is not true, just low, but the 𝗏40 is still a great, great opener, and Fred is forced to follow. He follows with one. All right, second dart goes high. Wants the 𝗏40, not able to follow with the 𝗏40, so the small gap starting to build now for the Emperor. These are the moments now in these games where how good is your resolve, because missed darts here just opens the door wide open. 83 is good enough. It's good enough. But if Freddie can find a 𝗏80 here, can really shock Tom Curtin and force him to focus up, maybe throw some hero darts. Put a little too much force into that arm. 81, so Freddie just trailing a little bit here. Tom very lucky to get away from that 83 visit with single treble visit from Freddie. Needs to find it, needs to make the adjustment somewhere down on the board, and that is a poor, poor switch downstairs. Would have liked to see a little bit of a longer pause there between them to set his arm properly. And Tom exposes himself here to the mercy of Fred Krueger, who's looking like he's wanting another dart in that trip 20 segment. Finds the 𝗏40, so the mistake is punished immediately. Tommy playing from 250, Fred playing from 180. Still outside though, that's the critical point here for Tom to focus on. Finds that trip 20. 80 scored now, so he's within and out. Finds the 𝗏, so he's first to look at it, but depending on what Fred can do here, the 𝗏50 might be a very difficult leave. Freddie looking for that triple 20. Finds it. It's almost guaranteed pause. 100 remaining, and he goes wide. 95 to make things difficult, so 85 remaining. A little bit of a check of the scoreboard. But Tom, this is what I'm talking about. He's defending his throw here, and he's left with a 150 that almost is forced to go. It's not gonna go. And that second dart is gonna raise a lot of questions, thinking about which way he wants to go math-wise. Finds the single bull for 50 to leave himself a 𝗏. I like the play, I like the move, but Freddie hunting down trip 15 now. Locks it down dead center. 2 darts in hand to take the opening set. And what a blow this would be for the Emperor, who has battled well wide, well high, looking to make the move down. And he pulls it inside. So Tom, a critical, critical moment in this game, and a big opportunity to find an opening set leave. 80 remains, I believe, unless it's 95. Trip 19, it was. So 14 scored. Able to find that big trip 18 for 64. 36 remains, but Freddie looking down. I like the focus. I like the pause. I like the breath. It means a lot to him for him to come out and take. Oh, actually, it was a little bit of a math check there. So I still like the focus though. Pulls it inside. This can get awkward now. Needs to be careful with this dart. Needs to be careful with this dart. Can't afford to pull it in. He pulls it out. He pulls it wide. So Tom Curtin, 3 darts in hand at double 16. It's almost a guarantee. 1 dart missed. And Tom finds the opening set. So the Emperor, after being pushed to the limit there in that set deciding leg, keeps it steady, keeps it honest, keeps it true, and finds the 1 set lead. 2 more needed now for Tom to be the 3-time season champ. Still a long way to go, folks. And thank you so much for being here, everybody who's staying up late to watch this thrilling final. We are so happy that you guys are entertained enough to stick with us this late into the evening. Appreciate you guys immensely. We hope that you guys, at the very least, will stick around for the upcoming play-in a couple months' time. And for, well, further down the line, season 5. Ready. First dart goes wide, looking to correct back into the segment. Does. Thinks the grouping's too thick, but he finds the big 1-3-7. The switches are starting to come out to play for the Nightmare. And those switches have been killer all season for many a foe. Tom Curtin not able to put in a substantial visit at all. Two visits to the board and still not out of the 400s. Maybe a little bit of adrenaline coursing through his veins here. Maybe a little bit of settling in that he has to do into this game. Freddie, as the game extends, able to settle into these games. Fantastic back-to-back visits from the Nightmare. And Tom, like a score of correction. Yeah, it looks like the score needed to be correct. Again, scorekeeper Kayla Marie has been doing a fantastic job all night. It's not easy to keep up with the scoring and the math from the top shots in the area. These guys know their math better than they know probably their way around Massachusetts. I would bet on that. It can be very, very tough to keep up with two minds locked in, playing at their pace. Bernie says, "Hi, Marty. Good work tonight." Thank you so much, Bernie. Appreciate the love and support. And, well, looking forward to seeing your game grow. And, well, hopefully maybe one day you could be on this stream, buddy. Your game has certainly come a long way. Tom looking to try and navigate his darts through that triple 20 segment. It might all just be, well, in theory now, as Freddie looks to wrap up this 50, finds that 10, two darts in hand at double 20. And yeah, we've seen that many times before, taken in two. Freddie finds the opening leg of this set. Tom looking to hold throw, looking to follow a hold with the hold. 𝗬𝗲𝘆 saying, two experienced and balanced players going at it here. Both have talent, shaping up to be a great final for sure. Jay, I happen to agree with you. These guys have really shown that not a lot really bothers them. Tom, yeah, okay, his misses bother him the most, but when it comes to focusing, locking in, and just duking it out on the dartboard, I don't think you can find two better examples of men that lock in and just focus and put everything in on getting the job done than Fred Krueger and Tom Curtin. Great opening round there from Freddie. Forces the immediate response there from Tom Curtin, finding that ton. Right in the corner pocket. That dart is in that 20 segment. Freddie looking to put another one in there. Able to follow the ton with a ton of his own. Very, very back and forth game. This game was always shaping up to be a chess match between these two guys. We're starting to see the chess pieces move around the board. Tom making some blunders here with these darts, not able to keep the scoring going. 36 again opens the door for problems as Fred Krueger, if he can stay consistent, well, that's a awkward first dart. Two awkward darts here. We very rarely see that from Freddie. Not able to collect, so the rare moment that a 36 is punched in from the Emperor, Freddie follows with the worst visit. Now Tom looking to immediately punish Freddie. Able to find the big ton 40. Fantastic, fantastic work done. But he leaves himself a 165, so Freddie still might have the chance at an out. First look at it, it's not going to happen after that first dart. Second dart not able to slot in. So Tom getting away with one there, really. Have been more mindful of the math, and Tom will be the first one to tell you that, but first dart outside. Second dart just high, so looking to navigate his way around, maybe switching, yeah. He's taking the pause to do the math, wants to know which way he's going to shoot. Wanted the bullseye, but off by about 1.5 miles there. Put up some road signs because, well, that dart got lost well on its way into the board. 136 is not a bad leave, though, and if Freddie continues to be sloppy around the board here, 30, the 190 wants a 20 to leave. Well, okay, that's an even better leave. At the very least, he was going to leave himself a 170, but 136 plays 130, finds the first triple 20. Another needed, can't follow it. So going downstairs for 16, finds the 96 to leave 40. Baby fish, can he reel it in? These waters, they're shallow, and he can see some coral reef. There's some pretty fish down there that are small, and he can't keep the dart straight. The fish, he had a little nibble on the line, slips away into the deeper waters. Freddie hits the 90 to leave himself 40, but Tom is looking confident here to find a hold. Oh no, it's getting awkward. Finds a 1. Now for double 16 now. And he pulls it inside, so a mess made of that 40 by Tom Curtin. Freddie, this is his wheelhouse. This is his home. Finds it with that first dart, so Fred Krueger firing back with 2 legs on the spin. Breaking Tom Curtin and lining things up here where this should be his set, really, as he only needs to find 1 more hold to put that set in the ledger books under his name. Not off to the strongest of starts, though. 58 from Fred Krueger. Again, 86.07 average. Tom Curtin, 77. Here he comes. Here comes the Emperor looking to fire in the maximum. He leads off with the maxi. Great darts from the Emperor, showing Freddie how it's done. Freddie not hitting his usual barrage of 180s that he's so commonly done these past 7 weeks. But here he comes, finding a big visit nonetheless. 100 locked in. 3 darts into the perfect leg. We've never seen the 9-dart leg in WPL history, and it will continue to be elusive as Tom looks to slot another dart right through the middle. Finds the ton. Great use of those darts as guides. 3-4-3 plays 2-2-1. Tom needs 3 on the spin to find a second set. Freddie just needs to find 1, and crucially, this is his leg to defend. He can only find... Wow, 140 found there from Freddie. What a response to bring his score down to 203. Just like that, leapfrogs Tom. But still a big chance here for Tom to have the first chance at a look at an out. 80 punched in here, so going downstairs, you feel... No, he decides to stay. Ton 40. The going's good on the trip 20. Why not just keep blowing it up? Trip 19 found. 2 trip 19s found. He's going for the 171. Only finds the 133, but a great use of the numbers to get rid of the 3. Now trip 15, you feel. No, wanted the 19s instead. So 3 scored, I believe. 78, 36. I believe that leaves 36. No. Won't go. 45 fired in from Tom Curtin. Had a good look at it, but 70. Could be going for that trip 10. Yeah, that's his preferred method of dispatching of 70. So 1 dart at double 20. He's been so good for the set. Not going to go. Tom requires 36 now. 3 darts in hand. It should be a go for him. Now across to a very, very tricky double 9. Don't pull it inside. Don't pull it inside, Tom. And he pulls it outside. Can't afford to be, well, too complacent on that switch. Need to be aggressive. As Freddie is eyeballing this double 10 now. All right. Makes a mess of it. Going down to double 7 for 14. And that's a bust, a very rare bust from Fred Krueger, something that we just very rarely see. 18 needed. He pulls it inside. 9 now. There's the 1. Double 4. 1 dart at it. And he's well inside. So both guys, nerves. As they try and, well, Tom tries to extend this set, and Fred looks to just close it off. There's the dart that he needed. A 3-leg sweep in set 2 after the first set went all the way.
Days End Tavern is Oxford's hometown sports bar. Always serving up great times, great drinks, and great vibes. Always open for the biggest games. Come for the people, stay for the dart leagues, pool leagues, trivia nights, live music, and so much more going on every week. Come as friends, leave as family. How every hometown bar should be. Head on down to Days End Tavern in Oxford today.
𝗏𝗏𝘆𝘀𝐺𝗏 Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards, accessories and apparel, to luck of the draws and events, 𝗏𝗏𝘆𝘀𝐺𝗏 Darts does it all to support the community they truly understand and love. Trusted by everyone, from players just starting out to state league champions, if you need to stock up on supplies or are just looking for a good time, look no further than 𝗏𝗏𝘆𝘀𝐺𝗏 Darts. Be sure to follow them on Facebook to stay up to date and tell them the WPL sent you.
Since 2014, U.S. Sports and Apparel has been helping teams, companies, and organizations look their best. Their catalog runs deep, including custom team uniforms, embroidered corporate wear, spirit wear, and promotional items. If you want it branded, they have the tools and the people to get the job done right. So if you're looking for unmatched quality, customer service, and quick turnaround time on your project, head down to Marlboro or give U.S. Sports and Apparel a call. Again, if you're looking for gear that works as hard as you do, trust in U.S. Sports and Apparel to get the job done right.
So Tom to throw first here in this third set, Looking to just keep on keeping on. Recognize, okay, that was Fred's set regardless, so it's whatever. I just need to keep finding these scores and keep on finding my holds. First dart's beautiful for Fred Krueger. Second dart pushes outside, so correction needed. He's going to stay on it. The 83 to follow. Both guys electing to start from 418 instead of 501. Sometimes you just come to a gentleman's agreement and you realize, you know what? I'll just race you. One dart at a double. If you miss, you win it. That's fine. Or sorry, if I hit it, I win it. Excuse me. If you miss, I win it. You miss, I win it. What a weird way to play darts that would be. It's 10:30 and the mind is starting to turn to goop here in the WPL studio here at Tee Up Tap Room. Great third dart find there from Fred Krueger. Already a little bit of a gap starting to build here between these two guys. Tom came out like a firework, finding some big visits, some big checks, big scores. But we've seen in the past couple of weeks fatigue start to set in. Maybe the arm is not setting and resetting back the same place repeatedly. Already not really an issue. Just having a little bit of double trouble, but the scoring has just been fantastic. Dennis in the background with the sign that says, "All hail the Emperor." And let's go, Freddie. He's playing both sides. Type of guy that go on DraftKings and put $50 on both teams, and whatever happens, happens, because you know what? You just love the game. Hashtag not sponsored by DraftKings. 231 now, plays 272. Both guys within close distance of each other, and this has been tight. And this leg has been really close as well. Able to collect that big switch downstairs. So Freddie, first to and out on 1-3-4. Tom looking to follow with some darts of his own. 80 scored, so he needs another big visit to find it. Only able to find the ton, so he's not going to be inside. Critically giving Fred 3 more darts in hand to clean up this 1-3-4. Alrighty, 74 remains now. Trip 14, no matter. Single 20 leaves 40, and that's a great, great visit. Perfect use of his darts. 140 here would be maximum pressure applied by the Emperor. Needs another one to leave himself 32. And that's exactly what he needed to get done, but still relying on mistakes of Freddie, who very rarely gives them out. Hasn't been as reliable on double 20. And of course, as soon as I say that, he locks it down, finds the opening leg break again, putting Tom Curtin in a rather precarious position where he has to break back if he wants to get things back on throw. Fred Krueger now playing to a great standard. Not sure what happened there in the back with the crowd. Freddie immediately able to refocus in again with that beautiful second dart there. 85 found. So Tom now hunting the break. Can't afford to let this get out of control. Needs to reel this leg back in. 80 scored there. So unlucky with that second dart, and he's not able to keep that dart elevated or within the same grouping. Drew says 71 viewers, let's go. Yeah, man, it's the finals. Everyone's tuning in as Freddie looking to deliver the maximum. Not able to fire in the full set, only able to put together 140. Crowd still cheering for it regardless, and here comes Tom with immediate answer back. Second dart pushes well wide. I don't think his feet were quite set there. And that's a great follow, able to make up for that errant second dart. Both guys neck and neck. What a race this has been so far between these guys, putting in some truly championship caliber darts. Nice ton, 81 fired in from Freddie. Tom, again, needs the break. Got broken in the previous leg here. So needs to hunt down at least a ton here. Able to find it. What a help. What an assist that he got from his fellow darts there. Here come the mistakes. Can't afford another one of those. Freddie, 23 scored now. Can't afford to have another miss. 43, I don't think is going to be good enough. Leaves the 1-5-2. It's a long shot chance, but Tom can set himself up for something much better if he can find some big triples. I believe 35 scored here, so needs to get within range, and he's only able to find 50, so the left and right causing problems again for the Emperor. He's at a better out, a little bit closer, but I think the combination would favor the 1-5-2. It's not going to go. There's that 80 found with that trip 20. Looking for a 12, able to lock that down to leave 60. Playing 1-4-1. Can't get the combination going either. So this is a tough spot to be in if you're Tom Curtin. I mean, you've had chances, but you've got broken in the first leg. It was somewhat close, but now you're really playing from outside. Leaves 36, but again, relying on more mistakes from your opponent. And that's just not a great way to be playing darts at this caliber of play. These guys are just too good and don't give up a lot of chances and don't make a lot of mistakes. Freddie, of course, as soon as I say that, not able to convert. So this would be a big opportunity for Tom. Needs to find the break, finds the break with the opening dart. And the chess match continues between these two guys. Break followed by a break. Tom looking to get things back on track here with a hold of throw. Not able to convert on those 3 darts. 60 found. All over it, though. I mean, those darts are almost like heat-seeking missiles. They just want to go into the red segment. Freddie not able to follow up with a big visit. Third dart so critical there to push his score ever so slightly in front. 4-4-1 remaining now for Tom Curtin. Finds that big opening dart. Plenty of space in that bed, too. Again, we've seen that be a problem. His second dart just moving down and low. Maybe a little bit to the left as well. I think it's a feet problem. He's not setting his feet. He's lifting up, trying to really follow and force that dart into the board. A lot of darts coaches will say that, you need to imagine your darts flowing through the dartboard. Help you be more accurate. Well, the way that Tom reaches with his leg comes off of his stance, kind of follows that similar form and belief. That second dart really kicking up that leg there. Able to find the big 140. So darts are flowing again for the Emperor. That's a big find as he's about 159 points in front of Freddie, who needs to find a big visit here. 2 darts. He's answering the call. Finds the big 180. Fred Krueger finds the maximum to leave himself 180. But Tom Curtin's critically going to be first to an out if he just keeps these darts steady. I believe that dart kicked out into the 1, so awkward now. Needs to find the 20. 41 to leave 160, so what a monumental leave that is. Freddie in prime position now to break again. If he can set himself up for something just a bit better. Making a mess of it now. Needs to find this cleanup switch. Can't quite grab it. What a take this would be. He's done it one time tonight already. He's not going to be able to find a second one. A ton here would be the bare minimum. In the 60s, all he's going to be able to get. You can see the disappointment on his face. He wanted more. He wanted a lot. Fred is going to be starting on the 19s here. 76 if he finds a triple. Hunting down the triple 19 now. Finds it, I believe, for the bull. 1-2-6. Not going to be able to convert. 101 found, so a critical 100 check needed for the Emperor if he wants to hold his throw. First dart is in there. It's true, so 2 darts in hand at double 20. Pulls it low, so down to double 10. And he makes the biggest mistake you can in that moment, finding the big 15, leaving himself 5. So a simple 9 to double 8 is going to be the route for Freddie. The nightmare, making a consistent nightmare of Tom's holds of throw. Tom not defending his territory, letting enemy armies run rampant in his lands. And the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is feasting on what? Well, I'm not sure how I'm going to follow that up, actually, but he's feasting. He's making good on his effort here, finding 2 breaks in Tom's set. Looking for that big switch down to that trip 19. 98 found, so a great start here for Fred Krueger. 501. Tom Curtin looking to get off to a better start here from the get-go. Again, being forced to find the break here if he wants to avoid Fred having a 2-0 lead. Getting a little late here into the evening. We're probably going to be finishing up closer to 11 o'clock. So for everyone who is tuning in, everyone who is live here, thank you so much for staying with us. What a game this has been between these guys. Ant says, you know what they say about Freddie? He do be feasting. And you know what they say about Anthony Collette? He do be right. Great 140 find there from Tom Curtin. Love the enthusiastic call from Nick. He's been doing a fantastic job with the live MC all night. Late night for everybody here, but these guys are still finding ways to just deliver spectacular darts. Freddie following up with a ton. So Tom again in difficult position after that first dart. Needs to find the break. Can't afford to not be hitting the red segment. 41 is not going to be good enough. Really blows the doors open now for Freddie. If he's able to find a ton, even having that first look at it is so critical. Oh, big mistake there from Freddie. Going downstairs for the correction. Not able to find the 19 at all, so a massive, massive missed opportunity. Tom needs to punish the mistake. Needs to find the correction. Not happy with that. Oh, second dart is equally as bad. And that is not the way that you want to follow up a 28 by your opponent. Tom Curtin will be furious, steamed by that poor performance, that visit to the line. And Freddie is coming immediately back with some just punishing darts. The ton is enough. 122 remaining, 6 darts at the very least to get it done. Could be more if Tom can't get within range here. Finds that trip 20. I think he's going to stay on it. Finds the ton 40, so Tom Curtin right back in on it. 1-2-2 plays 1-4-1. Should be starting on the 18s here for Freddie. Yeah, okay, so 72 if he finds that trip 18. Not able to find it, so only finding 12. 110 remaining, able to find that big switch. But Tom, he's been a magician, and he needs to pull a rabbit out of the hat here if he wants to find this 1-4-1. It's not going to go. I believe only 40 found, so he should be going down or for the bull. Only able to find 56. 85 plays 40. Freddie, his favorite double. The odds are looking good. What a marker dart that is. What another, oh, that actually might be a blocker. That might be difficult to get around, and it clashes up. Wow, the dart was going in, but the flights pushed it up and out of the way. The first dart is found, so 2 darts in hand at double 20 for the Emperor. And again, it's low. Look at the bobbing and weaving off the legs of the Emperor. And he pulls it inside, so opportunity given, opportunity not taken by the Emperor. Freddie needs to reel this 40 in. This is huge for the game. High again. Needs to settle it down. High, even higher. Too much rocket fuel. And he finds it with that third dart. So Fred Krueger able to lock up that third set. 3 legs to 1. And now 3 legs is all he needs to be crowned the Season 4 champion. It's all he wants. And he's going to have the throw here in this potential final set, unless Tom Curtin can find a break and keep his holds. Great 96 to get things underway here for Freddie. Tom playing under the pressure, under the gun. The left and right darts here have just been plaguing his game. 2 darts in that trip 1 segment, able to correct in, but the points start to add up even after that first visit. Each point dropped is a missed opportunity as Freddie is looking to punish not able to grab a trip, so lifesaver thrown into the waters here for the Emperor, who has been struggling in the scoring department. He just hasn't been able to really calibrate his arm. And that at 43 is a big drop here. It's Fred defending his throw here. So if you are going to lose, you do want to lose in the other guy's throw, but he's got to find a break, and Tom would much rather be playing with the lead here if he can. A little bit of a drop-off in the scoring from both gentlemen. Tom, already 100 points back, needs to start finding a way in. I think he moved across the line a little bit, and I think it's working out for him. Not able to find the maximum, but he's able to get himself back in this leg. 286 plays 271 now, as Fred Krueger looks to respond back with a big visit of his own. I love the pump action there from Fred Krueger. He really does have a nice setup for his throw. Caster Kurtz there, unfortunately. A lot of people don't like incorporating a lot of movement into their throw, but Freddie, it just seems to set himself up to find that line consistently, but you know, whatever works. He's been throwing fantastic darts all season. Large part of that is due to his unique action, that's for sure. Tom Curtin has come roaring back in this leg now, and Freddie has really started to stall. Needs to find that big switch, but not finding the triples. It's good enough to find just the big numbers, but Tom Curtin has really been allowed back in this game because Freddie has not been able to pick up a triple, and that's 2 triple 20s found. So a switch downstairs, finds the 11, the big 1-3-1 to leave himself 40. Fantastic darts being thrown by the Emperor, and the averages are starting to come closer and closer together now. Distance between these two guys is starting to close up. 140 needed now for pressure. And that's a big missed third dart, mistake. Leaves himself 77, but he was going to leave 32. And there's the opening take from Tom Curtin, so he finds the immediate break. You can see with the gusto that he pulled that dart out of the board that meant a lot to him to find that break, but he's got a hold. This is what matters most, finding the hold. I believe 2 darts outside, finds the ton, so a great opening salvo fired across the USS Tom Curtin. Fred Krueger taking evasive maneuvers, looking to fire back with a big barrage of his own. Needs to find that switch. He's going downstairs, not able to grab it, so Freddie stalling out with the scoring. Tom looking to just keep doing more of the same. I believed he did move across the line just a little bit, and the scoring has come back alive. It's blossomed. That 95 is workable, it's serviceable, it's enough at this point in the game. If Freddie can not find these triples. 80 found. Big ton 40 locked down by Fred Krueger to get himself back in this leg. And Tom, again, good use of the math there. Wanted to go for all 19s, I believe, or at least setting himself up for a 170 lead. These guys know math much better than I do, and they know the ways to get to 170 and at least have a chance. They're playing against a caliber of player where that 170 chance is sometimes it's what's always worth at least leaving, but sometimes it's a chance you have to take to save your skin. Again, Freddie struggling with the scoring, giving Tom these chances to really run away, and what a beautiful first dart that is. Leaves the entire bed open. All right, should be going downstairs now. Nope, choosing to stay, but finds a 95. There was nothing but space in that red segment. Just not able to convert, dropping a lot of points. But crucially at an out. 152 remaining for Tom. Freddie marooned on 243 Island. He'll be looking to catch back up. The 99 is workable, but Tom's still going to have the first peak. The 144 is not going to be a gimme for Freddie. Brutal first start there. Able to convert, so he should go for the trip 15, I believe, to set himself up for double 16. Went the 19 route instead. Respectable way to go. 94 found, but this 144 would be a dagger. An immediate break back if Freddie can get the combo going. It's not going to go. Looking to move around the board here. I don't think he can stay on those 20s. Yeah, wanted the 18, but only able to find a 58. Single 18 for double 20 is the way for the Emperor, and what a hold this would be. What a significant point in the game this is going to turn out to be, but he's low again on the double 20. And he's not able to convert, so Freddie's going to have a look at a bullseye finish if he just keeps these darts straight at the very least. Single 18 is needed for a double pull now. And he pulls it wide. The mistake is made. Those are the darts that you cannot afford to throw. Tom probably counting his lucky stars. It's a great third dart there from Fred, but Tom probably more than appreciative. He'll be coming back for a solid look at this double 10. Needs to walk it in. Needs to walk it in. Finds it with that third dart, so the break followed by the hold. Tom gets it done. It's looking like this game is going to go all the way to a game-deciding set. What else did you expect? We're not there yet. But one more leg gets it done and secures it for Tom Curtin. Fred needs to win 3 on the spin now, but he's looking to start off with the maximum. Finds the big 180. The perfect leg is well underway again, once again. Tom Curtin now looking to follow with at least a workable visit. Can't find the switch, so poor start to this leg. Freddie already rocketing off in his spaceship to check out planet checkout, I guess. Oh man, it's almost 11 o'clock. Brain is more than mush, and I appreciate everyone who stayed up this late to listen to this guy talk for coming up on, well, just past 4 hours now. Going to be drinking nothing but honey and salt water tomorrow as I let my vocal cords rest. But how can you not get excited when these guys are putting on such an absolutely epic display? 2-6-1 remains now for Fred Krueger, who's been playing a solid game so far. Tom's really been upping his game here in this fourth set, trying to force it to go all the way to a fifth game-deciding set. Playing very well. And struggled with a little bit of left-right, just nuisance. He's able to correct the scoring, but sometimes it just drops off. As we've talked many times tonight, the scoring and the feel of the dart when you release it can be good. The look of the dart can be good, but sometimes the darts just refuse to go in, and there's nothing you can do about it. Scoring coming back alive for Freddie, though, as he finds the time to leave himself 104. So 3-16 remains now for Tom Curtin. He's well outside, looking to find some sort of miraculous visit here to get himself back at least in contention. He's able to find the maximum, leaving himself 1-3-6. What a round there from Tom Curtin. Right back in the mix, but another 18 now to leave double 16, and he goes wide again. Fred Krueger, another critical mistake. So 58 found here from Freddie, finds the correction, but this is the look that you don't want to give to the guy that you don't want to give chances to. And it's not going to go. The combo can't get going with that low dart. And it looks like Tom is all over the place here. Shotgun spread on these darts, able to find that double bull, but Freddie critically is going to have 3 darts in hand to find this double 20. He's got to take it to extend his life in this set. Low again, maybe fatigue setting in. Double 10 required. Pulls it inside a very tricky double 5. And that's the risk that you run. Chasing those houses. Chasing the outside of the board. 11 for tops. 2 darts to seal it with the sweep in the set. Needs a slight correction down. And he's not able to find it. You can even see on the reaction from Steve Krueger in there how close that was. But this 5, this can be tricky. Double 2? 1 double 2? No way. No way, Fred Krueger, this happens. No way. And it says no, it was in the double segment, but the dart denies him. Friendly fire, wrong team. And Tom Curtin, double 10, he finds the sweep in the 4th set. We're going all the way, ladies and gentlemen, to a game-deciding set. There's nothing between him tonight. Averages have come together. The entire darts community in and around Worcester has come together to see these guys battle it out for one game-deciding set. And what a great way to get things going, 81. Welcome to the Jungle is playing on the speakers here at Tee Up Tap Room, and I can't think of a better song to play to get these guys hyped up. Freddie looking for another big dart, finds the big ton 40. What a great start there from Freddie. Freddie, he do be feasting, as they say. Scoring's coming back alive here. Darts not being friendly with Tom as he's able to find that ton. The standard of play this late in the evening is just spectacular from both guys. Truly remarkable that after so many darts thrown, they are still so focused and so locked in. Big mistake from Freddie. 44 found, and the door opens for Tom Curtin to jump in front and play with the lead in this leg. Finds that big punishing dart. Would love another one. Not able to do so, but the 85, it's serviceable. Leaves a little bit of space between him and Freddie. Freddie's been so good on the scoring segment of the game. Might be going downstairs. Yeah, that's the risk that you run chasing that triple 20, chasing the dragon there. Yeah, the 60 blocking himself out. Again, not worth it to run the risk when you have open beds on the board to work with. Every single segment is a tool in your tool belt, and you got to be able to use each and every tool. Great 65 there from Tom Curtin to leave himself the Tee Up Tap Room 170. He's within range. He's done it one time this season, and Freddie's looking to join him in outshot territory here. Out in the Badlands on the dartboard. 2 darts just outside. Looks like he's going to need the 19 to have a look at it. And the scoring just dries up at the wrong time. The Tee Up Tap Room 170. Tom Curtin not going to be able to get it done. He's reeled it in one time this season. Second time is elusive as the fish become wise to his ways. 110 remaining for the Emperor. Freddie chasing him down, working with 198. Looking for some triples here. Wants to be able to have something decent to work with, and it is going to be at least decent. Big 134 found from Fred Krueger. What a find to leave himself 64, so a must-go 110, you feel. 105 remaining now. No, excuse me, 95 remaining for double 19. What a take this would be. I like the reset. Oh, and he's so close from taking that 110. And 64 now for Freddie, the nightmare. Looking to take the opening leg here. Finds the trip 16 for double 8. Pulls it outside. And he pulls it outside again. So Tom getting chances here. Does he split or does he stay? Finds it with the first start of asking. He's done that time and time again. And now Tom Curtin playing with the lead here as he needs 2 more legs to find the championship belt under his ownership once again. Freddie chasing him down, trying to not be denied of the perfect WPL season, 7-week victories and a championship. Tom looking to get it done where it matters most. 2 darts in the 5. Going to be going downstairs. Can't get anything worthwhile on the dartboard with that visit. So a poor start there from Tom Curtin. Not getting the job done. Really allows Freddie to run free here. Big find there on that second dart. Opening up the punishment. The can of, well, I can't say that on the air, but the can of whoop. I'm not going to say the second word, but I think everybody at home can infer what that third dart was going to be. Or third word was going to be, excuse me. Big 100 find here from Tom Curtin. He has this tendency in these legs to just hang around. Freddie has been punished a couple times in this game where if he's not able to keep the scoring consistent and find these triples, Tom all of a sudden out of nowhere just comes right back. And that's a critical switch down to those 19s from Freddie as he keeps Tom at bay. Looking to hold his, well, Freddie looking to hold his throw here. I believe those 2 darts are outside of the trip 20 segment. This is what I'm talking about. If Tom gets a poor visit in, he just does a good job of hanging around. And that's a big mistake there from Fred Krueger. 21 scored. Needs to be able to get within range at the very least. Finds that big trip 17. Great use of the math there. Leave himself 1-3-6. Fantastic work from Mr. Krueger. But here comes the Emperor. Oh, second dart pushes down. So going downstairs, I believe. Nope, wanted the bullseye again. Finds 90. So 1-3-6, plays an outside 185. 2 trip 20s to leave himself double 8. Gets the combo going. Second dart pushes well outside. So corrections needed to be made and only finding a 68. Could have been better, but a 68 to leave 68 is still great. Not able to find a big visit here. Needs to save the visit and to leave himself a Shanghai, but relying on mistakes once again from a man who very rarely leaves them. 2 darts at double 4 now. Freddie's been having a little bit of double trouble. Needs to clean this up now. Pulls it inside to double 2. So the Shanghai, Tom is no stranger to these types of takes. He's done it, I believe, 2 times this season. Needs to find the dart in the triple 20, though. Finds it for a single dart at double 20. Oh, and he pulls it well high. So opportunities now for Freddie. Wants to avoid the madhouse. Wants to collect this double. First time of asking. Pulls it low. Pulls it low. Wants an adjustment up. And he pulls it low again. So Tom Curtin working with 40. What an opportunity now for Tom to go 2 legs up. What a lead this would be. And what a daunting position it would be for Freddie. This is almost the game, you feel. He finds it. Tom Curtin goes within 1 of going 3-time champion. He just needs to find 1 more leg. Fred Krueger up against it as Tom has the hold here, has the throw, opens up with the triple 20. You feel like we're going to continue to crown this man as our WPL champion, leading off with an 81, unless we can see an incredible 3 legs on the spin from the challenger, from the man to beat all season, Fred Krueger. Going downstairs now, finds that 97, a great switch. 420 remains for Tom after that first visit, but here he comes. Here comes the Emperor, looking to keep his crown. Wants the 180, but can only find the 140. What a fantastic hit from Tom. Freddie up against it all of a sudden now. Single 20. Oh, and that might be the big misstart. Can't find the big triple. Tom, probably in his head, loving what he's seeing, but needs to keep it steady. Can't afford darts like that. Needs to clean that up immediately. Just leaves chances for Freddie. Finds that big triple. Great, great third dart. 197. He can almost smell victory. He's in the Badlands, though, and Freddie's got to pick up the pace here if he wants to join him. Triple 20 is found. He's going to be staying on it, I believe. Finds the ton to leave 250. But Tom Curtin, prime position to get himself within range. He's going to be within range. Dart goes wide. He's probably going to stay there, knowing Tom finds the big 125. Why switch when you don't need to leave 72? Tom Curtin, he's been saying it all season. The only game that matters is the one that leads you to the championship. He's been telling Fred, I'm going to come get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to find a way to beat you. 110, play 72. 12, 60 remains now. Oh, and he pulls it wide. So 19, he leaves himself 40, a mistake. Fred Krueger with an outside chance at 110. I'm going to lose my voice here if he finds it. What can Freddie do? 90 remains. Trip 18 or bull. He goes the bull route, and he's not able to get it done. Only Fred Krueger would try such a way, but 3 darts in his hand, and what a season this would be for Tom Curtin. At the very end to pinch the championship. Can he find it? Oh, what a marker dart that is. It's just high. Joe, he's going higher. How many darts is Tom going to need to get it done? And that's it! Our season 4 champion and our 3-time back-to-back-to-back champion, Tom Curtin, the Emperor, retains his seat on the throne and continues his reign of WPL royalty. What a game from Tom Curtin and Fred Krueger.
𝗬𝗏𝘃 is the hub of darts in central Massachusetts. With close to 30 dartboards to play on and the biggest Friday luck of the draw around, you're guaranteed to see some friends or make some new ones every time you stop in. Additionally, 𝗬𝗏𝘃 hosts many Worcester Dart League and Minuteman Dart League teams in all divisions, making it fun and